Welcome back to the Daily Crisis. Today we're talking about how to get into Marvel Crisis Protocol. If you're curious about how to actually play the game, I have a video called How to Play Marvel Crisis Protocol that will walk you through the basics. It'll be linked in the description below. So first off, to play a game of Marvel Crisis Protocol, you'll need a roster of 10 characters, 8 team tactic cards, and 6 crisis cards. That's 3 secures and 3 extracts. You'll also need some tokens, dice, all the measurement tools, a little bit of terrain, and a 36 by 36 inch surface to play on. So when getting into MCP in 2025, there are 2 easier routes you can take. You can either buy a core set or buy a starter set. And now technically there's a third option, which is building your own setup piece by piece, which I'll talk about at the end. There are plenty of other boxes you can buy after this, but to play a full game of Marvel Crisis Protocol, you'll need all of the items included in one of these sets. Both the core sets and the starter sets include 10 characters, 10 stack cards, team tactic cards, 6 crisis cards, all the tokens you'll need to play, and tools. Now, the difference between the core sets and the starter sets is the inclusion of terrain. The Earth's Mightiest core set contains all the terrain you need to play the game, while the X-Men and Spider-Foe starter sets do not. So if you're looking to play MCP after getting a starter set, you'll need to either buy some terrain, use a friend's, or make your own. There are official boxes that Marvel Crisis Protocol sells, like the New York City Terrain Pack, which has more than enough fun terrain pieces for you to play with, which will be linked in the description below. Another key difference is the roster of characters you get when you buy these packs. The Earth's Mightiest core set contains a mix of Avengers and Cabal members. The X-Men starter set gives you a solid mix of mutants, and the Spider-Foe starter set gives you all the Spider-Foes you need to play. No matter which box you buy, you'll have a full roster of 10 characters that's ready to go right out of the box. Now, in terms of ease of use, for beginners, I'd say the easiest box to play with is the Earth's Mightiest core set. The simple reason is that it teaches you how to play with all the major game effects, and the characters are frankly easier to use than the other ones in the other starter sets. This means there's a lot less of a skill gap when using characters from the Earth's Mightiest core set, making it a great starting point for new players. The X-Men starter set, on the other hand, provides a very fun roster with characters like Wolverine, Cyclops, and Storm. But they do have a little bit more of a learning curve. These mutants are strong but require a little bit more finesse and planning to get the most out of them. Still, they're absolutely iconic and rewarding once you learn the ropes. If you're interested in this box, I've got a video on it which will be linked in the description that goes a little bit more in depth about all the characters and strategies you'll need to play. Then there's the Spider-Foe starter set, which is the hardest of the bunch. Characters like Mysterio, Carnage, and Sandman are super thematic, but they do take a bit of skill and understanding of game effects to play effectively. If you love Spider-Man villains and don't mind a little challenge, this box will give you an awesome experience. Now, there is a third option when wanting to join the game, which definitely takes a little bit more work, which is to buy whatever character boxes you want. This route gives you total freedom to build the exact team you want from the start, but it's also the most complex way to begin. You'll need to buy dice, measurement tools, terrain, and crisis cards separately. It's not the easiest option, but if you're the kind of player who wants to dive right into your favorite characters, this could be a fun way to start. I'll definitely make a full video soon breaking down how to do this the right way, so if you want to see that, show some love and make sure you're subscribed. Now, this is the biggest part of buying any box, the prices. Both the X-Men and Spider-Foe starter set retail for $94.99 USD, which is honestly a pretty good deal considering they include almost everything you need to play, except for terrain. On the other hand, the Earth's Mightiest core set retails for $149.99 USD, but you usually can find it on sale. I'll have it linked in the description below. For that extra $50, you're getting all the terrain, the measuring tools, dice, and everything you need to play right out of the box, so there's no extras required. For brand new players, this makes it the smoothest and most complete entry point into MCP. Now, once you picked your first box, the next step is to find a local game store or a community. Most stores host regular game nights or leagues, and you can also find players through Discord, Facebook, or Reddit. Getting a few casual games in with experienced players will always help you to learn faster. After that, you can start expanding your collection. Each character pack usually includes 2 models and sometimes new team tactic cards. I'd recommend expanding based on the affiliation you like best. For example, grab more Avengers if you started with the Earth's Mightiest core set, or get more mutants if you picked up the X-Men starter set. And don't forget the hobby side of things. Every miniature comes unpainted, so part of the fun is assembling and painting your favorite heroes and villains. You don't have to be a pro painter, even a basic paint job just makes your characters stand out on the table. So whether you start with Earth's Mightiest, the X-Men, or the Spider Foes, you'll have everything you need to jump into Marvel Crisis Protocol. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other beginner guides for more tips on building rosters and learning the game. And as always, thanks for watching.